Good evening and thanks for joining us for 10 News at 7. I'm Rachel Lucas.
And I'm Lindsay Kennett. We begin tonight in Amherst County, where nearly 2 years after his wife Elsie Wiggington's disappearance and nearly 8 months after her remains were found on their property, Frederick Wiggington's trial for first-degree murder is underway today.
The prosecution called it a cold-blooded execution in opening statements today. 10 News anchor Abby Coleman's been in the courtroom all day and has this report.
The prosecution called it a cold-blooded execution. Elsie Wiggington shot in the back of the head in today's opening statements. We heard from 12 witnesses today who all gave their accounts of Elsie's disappearance. Multiple witnesses testified that Wiggington told them Elsie had been murdered in Virginia Beach, shot in the chest and left under a pier. That included 2 people who interviewed him for a job in Lexington, saying he claimed he had to go identify her body. There was also a lot of talk today about financial indiscrepancies. As we've reported before, Elsie's remains were found months later buried beneath a concrete slab on the couple's property. In their opening statements, the defense argued there's no DNA evidence tying Wiggington to the crime and raised questions about when and where it actually happened. A neighbor testified to hearing the couple loudly arguing around the time Elsie's family last heard from her. Her daughter, Sativa Rucker, saying she stopped hearing from her mother in late June 2023. Days later, Fred called and told her Elsie had left him, something that surprised her. Tracy Coleman, Elsie's foster sister, said Elsie planned to come stay with her in Baltimore but never showed. Finally, we heard from a special agent who interviewed Fred almost a year after Elsie disappeared. He says Fred gave conflicting statements, initially claiming Elsie left to stay with her daughter, then later saying he had, quote, no idea where she went. He mentioned she had an affinity for the beach, referenced a brother recently out of prison, and claimed she talked about leaving, but only revealed later in the interview that he believed she came back to the house after disappearing. Now, obviously, a lot was discussed today, a lot of witnesses. We will be back here tomorrow morning to hear from even more witnesses. In Amherst, Abby Coleman, 10 News, working for you.